Free classes this fall in Anniston could help some local residents build a career in the construction field.
Temperatures rising, rain chances lowering for the weekend. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
Coming up in sports, we'll go up to Etowah County to preview a team and talk some Jacksonville State football. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Good evening, and thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News for Thursday, August 10th, 2023. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
The West Anniston Foundation has begun accepting interest forms from people who want to sign up for free construction training classes to be offered this fall. The first cohort of classes is tentatively scheduled to begin September 18th. Those classes will be held Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 8 a.m. until noon. The training will take place over the course of 10 weeks. The program will offer certification in several areas, including occupational safety and health administration, construction site safety orientation, and construction education and research. That last set of classes is the entry-level requirement for any of the National Center for Construction Education and Research craft trades. For more information about these classes and the Foundation's Multiple Pathways to Success program, you can visit the West Anniston Foundation on Facebook.
When we come back, we'll tell you about a push to cool down Alabama school buses.
Well, my name is Mike Craven, and we recently purchased an open carport, metal carport from Waldrop Manufacturing. I have an extra car. We have a very small home, very small driveway, and I needed somewhere just to park another vehicle, just out of the weather. And I had been told by 2 or 3 friends that knew we had recently remodeled a home that Waldrops were the people that you need to go talk to. I was in that area one day and I thought, hey, I'll just stop in, and I did without calling, and greeted warmly, well taken care of. It was just, really the whole process was just good from day one.
WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
AL.com reports that a major effort is being made statewide to replace older school buses with new buses that are air conditioned. With soaring temperatures becoming common during the first few weeks of the school year, some of the un-air conditioned buses have reported temperatures of more than 100 degrees on some afternoon runs. In East Alabama, at least one school district, Anniston, reports that all 25 of its buses are now air-conditioned. Calhoun County, with only one un-air-conditioned bus in its fleet of 109 vehicles. Other local systems have further to go. State records show that 4 of Oxford's 49 school buses have air conditioning, or about 8%, while 3 of Cleburne County's 34 buses are air-conditioned, or about 9%. The Jacksonville City School System is one of 7 across the state to report having no air-conditioned buses at all.
Jacksonville City officials have announced plans for their 17th annual Spirit on the Mountain Street program. It starts at 6 p.m. on August 17th and will feature food from various local businesses and other family-friendly activities. The evening will also include a free concert by the country band Parmalee. That show will be held next to Burgess Snow Field. Admission to the concert and the festival are free, and all proceeds from food sales will be donated to the Community Food Bank at the Jacksonville Christian Outreach Center. When we come back, we'll tell you about some special plans for the city of Oxford this weekend.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Second Friday on Main returns to Simmons Park in downtown Oxford tomorrow evening. The program starts at 4 p.m. and will include a performance by the Ryan Robertson Band, a kid zone with bounce house and lawn games, and a free showing of the movie Monsters, Inc. at 7 p.m. In addition, the semifinals of the rubato piano competition will begin at 6:30 at the Oxford Performing Arts Center. A lip sync battle announced earlier for the program has been postponed.
Well, when are these storms going to go away? When are we going to get some relief from this?
That's a really good question. We had a great morning. It was really cool. The rain brought some cooler temperatures. In the afternoon, things changed just a little bit. But if anybody knows what's going to happen next, it's John Holder, who joins us now in the EAN Weather Center. John, what's the forecast looking like?
Mike and Katie, one more day of widespread shower and thunderstorm activity, and then we'll dry out a little bit coming up for the weekend. We'll have the complete weekend forecast for all of East Alabama next.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
All the rain that we had this morning across East Alabama really kept temperatures in check today. Some sunshine by the afternoon, but temperatures way below normal today. 82 for the high after a morning low this morning of 68 degrees. Our record high temperature again back in the heat wave of 2007, 102 on this date back then. 56 for your record low. You see the averages and the sunrise and sunset times remain unchanged. 6:02 tomorrow morning, the sunrise and the sunset this evening at 7:36. Weather on your street for a Thursday night. We're going to take you to Timothy Drive on the west side of Oxford. Some evening storms tonight. Here's the forecast. We're dry right now. We're going to stay dry for a while, but as we move into the late evening hours, perhaps 8, 9 o'clock up until about 1 o'clock in the morning, another complex of thunderstorms making its way to East Alabama. Besides that, we'll be dropping down to 71, mostly clear skies for the evening, but later on tonight in the late night hours, more of those late night thunderstorms headed to East Alabama. For your Friday, we mentioned one more day of scattered shower and thunderstorm activity. We'll have that on Vaughn Street in Heflin. Looks like about 89 for the high tomorrow, and again, about a 50-50 chance of showers and thunderstorms as we make our way through the day on your Friday. And the weekend looking like this on Gardner Drive on the east side of Jacksonville. Hotter for the weekend, fewer storms, temperatures getting into the 90s, around 94 to 96 degrees. That's what we're looking at for the weekend. So more typical August weather for Alabama coming up in Jacksonville for the weekend. You'll see that on our 7-day forecast. Temperatures rising. We go from the upper 80s tomorrow to mid-90s on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Rain chances about 1 in 3 in the afternoon. This will be more of your typical late afternoon or early evening scattered showers and thunderstorms with a heating of the day. Then next week, it looks like we could see some drier air coming in. That means much lower rain chances, maybe 20% or less by Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Also, temperatures backing off from the mid-90s to the lower 90s across East Alabama coming up in about a week. Let's take a look now at the severe storm forecast for tonight and tomorrow. Basically, this is going to take us from 10 a.m. tomorrow through 7 p.m. tomorrow night. And you see here in East Alabama, we're on the north edge of a marginal risk for severe weather. Damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour possible. Quarter-size hail possible as well. Of course, in the summertime, all of these storms loaded with lightning and some torrential downpours at time. Our best chance of rain tomorrow, that 50-50 chance of seeing some severe weather possible, is between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. tomorrow. Chase Robinson has sports coming up next, talking Jacksonville State football. Chase?
Thanks, John. With the college football season quickly approaching, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks have reached a critical point of fall camp. The Week 0 opener for the Gamecocks against UTEP is 16 days away, and with the team being 2 weeks into fall camp, Rich Rod says that this point of camp is almost as important as game week, with the guy learning their positions and what to do in certain situations.
This is probably, obviously game week's important, but this is most critical for all our guys to see who's going to be ready to play, see what things we can do on offense, defense, and special teams, and then just ramp up the intensity and the focus because we're getting closer to game time.
As the team continues to become familiar with the coaching staff, the system, and the expectations, they've been able to correct mistakes that they've previously made. Rich Rod says that he sees that as a positive about this team during fall camp.
I just think, taking to heart, they're not repeating the same mistakes all the time. There's a few times it does it, and that's very frustrating for us as coaches. But there's new mistakes that they're making, and at least we're correcting some of the other ones.
Tonight we continue our preview of East Alabama high school football teams as we go up to Etowah and talk about the Etowah Blue Devils. For the Blue Devils this season, they will be replacing a lot on both sides of the ball, and some guys who have been starters in previous years will be starting in different positions. Second-year head coach Matt Glover says that this is a work in progress right now as they learn their new spots.
Last game against Destro, I think we have 7 returning starters on both sides of the ball. So we're going to be a work in progress, move some guys around. And some of the guys that started for us last year are playing different positions this year. Like Jamison Sisson, who was a receiver, will be our quarterback this year. Braylon Mostella, who played O-line for us, is moving to defensive line. But the guys, the ones we got, they're showing up and doing what we ask them to do, that we're getting better. It's just, it's kind of like they're having to figure things out.
One of those players who is moving to a new position is Jamison Sisson. He will take over at quarterback for Trace Thompson, who started multiple years for the Blue Devils and graduated this past May. Sisson brings something new to the offense, and Coach Glover and his staff will be able to do some new things on offense this season.
Be a different type. He's going to run the ball for us a lot. We're going to be a big RPO team. But Trace was more of a between the tackle runner, where, because heck, he's 230 pounds, Jamison's going to be more outside the tackle type runner. We're going to do some unique things offensively, formation-wise, to put teams in some binds that, because I look at it like, how would I defend it? And I'm not. But if it's hard for me to defend, I know other people are going to have a hard time defending it. So we're going to be. It's going to be a little different. So it's still a spread concept, but a lot more empty quarterback runs with different type of RPOs.
The Etowah Blue Devils would open up the season as one of the first games in the state on Thursday, August 24th at Springville. That's it for sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News.
You can find us here online every weekday evening starting around 6:30 on either Facebook or YouTube. Just go to our video feed and watch the news whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Friday for your news on your schedule.